Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey, look, this week we have another week of good music. We're listening to Home Free, Zach Bryan, Jason Isbell, Red Southall Band, Holly Williams, Orville Peck, and Upchurch to take us into the weekend. So I hope you enjoy it just as much as I'm going to, I'm sure. But yeah, let's get it. One other thing before we do. One of you mentioned in the comments how to help with the algorithm, and that's by liking and commenting. So please hit that like button. I want to see how many likes we can get on these videos this week. Also, yeah, as always, if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and hit that subscribe button. You will join the community right here, be part of the 94 Club. We would love to have you. Anyway, let's get it. So this is Upchurch, Miss My Buddies. This one came out as I record this 2 days ago. I think I'm going to upload it next Saturday. So when you see that, that'll be today. Obviously, I don't know why I'm talking like that. But anyway, we're going to get into this one. We're going to see what we think. Yeah, and I'm thinking, I like the way that he shoots his videos as well. They're quite cinematic. They're not like all the way like massive production cinematic like you just saw in that last Orville Peck one. They're a little bit more like, a little bit more organic, I guess. Yeah, but I like the way they shot. They feel quite homely. So, Miss My Buddies, I assume is going to be about the situation that we're currently in and the fact that we can't all be together. But that's where I think we're going to go with this, but I am so excited. I don't know whether it's going to be all country, bit of hip hop, I don't know, but we'll get it.
Lonely nights on a tin roof porch, too many Bud Light tops to ignore. Too many hats left with the next day text saying, hey, have you seen my old faded Vols hat? And nowadays that porch is getting quiet. Man, we used to be a flannel rocking downtown, right? How the years have flown like we did in our car, leaving white smoke down Second now by the bar. I could use another night in a truck all muddy, rolling through Music City trying to make a girl love me. One more night on the town I wish. Take me back to being young, coming on that strip in a beater old truck, spending all my money to remember drunk nights, setting up good stories. Yeah, we love, we laugh, we lived it so dear country. I miss my buddies.
He does sound really good. I like the country side of him as well as the hip hop stuff. So yeah, this feels relatable right now. I'm really enjoying it.
You don't know what you're missing till you start to grow up. And you was high on life with a lift on your truck, with two canoes in the back and a case of warm suds. Sunburnt to a crisp when your beer's all gone. Piling up in a cab, flooding Sonic parking lot till the cops pulled up and they ran you out off. Hiding an eighth of weed in the bottom of a slush. Yeah, long story short, I just miss my buddies. I could use another night in a truck all muddy, rolling through Music City trying to make a girl love me. One more night on the town I wish. Take me back to being young, coming on that strip in a beater old truck, spending all my money to remember drunk nights, setting up good stories. Yeah, we love, we laugh, we lived it so dear country. I miss my buddies. I miss my buddies. Every night that we barely made it home without being in jail or our shirt all torn. To every night that we went out at some Nashville natives with their loud ass mouths.
Is Upchurch from Nashville then as well? Yeah. Answer that one for me if you could. super nostalgic song. I think for him, probably writing this, he would have experienced that. But listening to it as well, I'm feeling nostalgic. But
I could use another night in a truck all muddy, rolling through Music City trying to make a girl love me. One more night on the town I wish. Take me back to being young, going on that strip. In a theater on a truck, spending all my money. To remember drunk nights, heading up good stories. Yeah, we love, we laugh, we lived it so dear country. I miss my buddies. Whoa, whoa. I miss my buddies. Whoa, whoa. I miss my buddies. I miss my buddies.
right, so I think there's probably a few things going on with this song, and I didn't even comprehend it till the end. And he put the dedicated to the US military at the end, because I think one of the things I noticed, as soon as he's sort of in there delivering the message, but you see that he's actually surrounded by his friends, but he's still, obviously he's distant from the moment because he's singing this song. You think, okay, well, you're actually with your buddies. What do you miss? And maybe there is something about when you go to the army and you come out and you're not quite the same, and you miss those moments that you used to have. Life isn't the same again. And when you say you miss your buddies, you actually miss how it used to be before you started struggling, maybe. I know I was just reading through the comments, and one of the guys in here said one of his friends, when he fought in the Gulf War back in 91, he didn't make it back, unfortunately. And that's how he applies meaning to this song. So I think I didn't even comprehend it in that way. I was kind of like quarantined. But you will take context from a song, and you will apply it to your life on whatever you've experienced, and you will find you will relate to it in any way that you can. I think it's a well-written song, and I think the fact that you can relate to it in many different situations is quite powerful. I think me personally, I've never been to war, so I don't know what that's like, but I know what I'm going through now, and I know it's not awful for me, but I know that I miss my friends. Of course, I've seen them like twice probably in the last 7 months, and we used to see each other every single weekend, so yeah, well, of course it's a little difficult. Anyway, we'll do the lyrics of this, and we'll see what we think. To lonely nights on a tin roof porch, too many Bud Light tops to ignore, too many hats with the next day text saying, "Hey, have you seen my old faded Vols hat?" And nowadays that porch is getting quiet. Man, we used to be a flannel working downtown, right? So yeah, you're basically saying here, like, we used to go out and party and have fun all the time, and now I don't actually see my friends anymore. How the years have flown like we did in our cars, leaving white smoke down 2nd Ave by the bars. Yeah, and this is just stuff that he got up to when he was a bit younger, and obviously when you grow up. And I've mentioned it in a video. There's this research, and it shows the time you spend by yourself, and as you get older, it's sort of parallel with like hours spent by yourself and age. The line sort of goes diagonal through the middle, so the older you get, the more time you spend by yourself. And it's kind of, you get it. I think the important thing right now when we're going through this coronavirus situation where we don't see our friends as much as we'd like to is, let's make an effort not to stay like this. Let's make an effort for human contact as soon as we can, and as soon as like it doesn't affect other people if we do. So yeah, I think there is meaning in here. Then the chorus: I could use another night in a truck all muddy, rolling through Music City trying to make a girl love me. One more night on this town I wish. Take me back to being young, dumb, and on that strip. And yeah, I kind of like, because I think a lot more critically now, and people could call me an overthinker, but I do look back on how things used to be, and I was like, oh, you know, some of that naivety would would not go amiss. You know, I'd like to be as naive as I used to be, but obviously that can get you in trouble, and we learn from our mistakes and all that good stuff. But yeah, kind of relatable. I'm in a beat her up truck, spending all my money to remember drunk nights, ending up good stories. Yeah, yeah, we love, we laugh, we lived it so country, so dear country. I miss my buddies, and yeah, I just want it to be how it used to be again. Verse 2, you don't know what you miss until you started to grow up and you was high on life with a lift on your truck with 2 canoes on the back and a case of warm suds. So we're doing like nuance of little stories that are like anecdotal stories that he's lived. But you can still relate to it because you just, you know, you take the essence of the message and you just fill your own stories in there. Sunburnt to a crisp when your beer's all gone, hauling up a cab, flooding Sonic parking lot, till the cops pulled up and they ran you all off, hiding and ate the weed in the bottom of the slushy. Yeah, long story short, I just miss my buddies. And he's just going through like all the stuff they used to get up to and all the fun they used to have. And then I don't understand why, as we get older, we think we need to become more boring. But we do. I mean, I'm definitely not as carefree as I used to be. And that's because you have like financial I mean, I have no well, I have some, but you know, I've moved back in with my parents, so I'm like, why can't I be more carefree? But as I say, you're molded by your mistakes in life. But anyway, then we have the chorus again, then we have the bridge that is every night that we barely made it home without being in jail or our shirt all torn, to every night that we went out with some Nashville natives with our loud ass mouths. And yeah, he's kind of saying they used to get up to no good, used to get in trouble, used to like just enjoy being on that side of the law. And yeah, I think you can relate to that in many different ways. And like I say, I think there is a lot more dependencies on you as you get older. You know, you can't give your body that much of a beating when it comes to drinking or doing other stuff. And then, yeah, you have to look after yourself a bit more. But you know, I think he's great. I can't believe how, you know, the rate at which Upchurch churns out music that is actually really good music. I think he's a solid guy. Anyway, I appreciate you writing Upchurch. I appreciate the music. I miss my mates as well. I can relate to that. But yeah, as always, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell to stay with all the latest videos. And please hit that subscribe button. You will join the 94 Club. Be part of the community right here. I would love to have you. But that's me for now. I appreciate you all. Peace.